We're live?
We are, as far as I know.
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent.
I know.
Hey, everybody. My name is Tyler. You might recognize me from my portrayal as Liam or Daedrith in Vampires and Vitae. However, today we're going to be looking at a game published by, what is this, Free League Publishing?
Free League
Publishing. And, of course, we are brought to you by the beautiful, rambunctious pop culture cosmos. Thank you so much for having us. But yeah, we're going to be looking at something a little bit different while we are waiting for Season 3 to kick off, which will be sometime next month, I believe, in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely a June start.
A June start.
Yeah.
Deep in the, well, not deep in the summer. I guess August is
Close enough, though.
is deep in the summer.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot. Both the drop of Season 3 and also because we live in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it is currently very hot.
Very hot.
Right.
It's very hot. If you live in Las Vegas, drink water. If you don't,
Stay hydrated.
don't. Hydration only matters in deserts. But yeah, we're gonna crack into the Forbidden Lands, which is again published by Free League Publishing. They are they? Do we ever figure out? Are they Swedish? Are they Swiss?
No.
Nordic? What
I believe they are European. I believe. Yeah.
I know there's a European company. I just can't remember
Yeah.
exactly which part of it. My geography. I'm from Florida, so my geography goes America, Russia, Mexico. I think China's in the
I took
east.
world history and
I know where
histories,
Australia
so
is.
I never took any geography, so I don't know where anything
I know where
is.
Australia is because it's just kind of floating around out
It's
there.
there.
It's over there.
Yeah. And Greenland is like that way. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do really well in a game that features survival.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, most of this is going to be environment checks and survival checks. So yeah, this is Forbidden Lands. You can check out. It comes with. There's a whole box, I think. Comes with this. Oh my god! Almost spilled my tea. This nice little box here, and it comes with a little. You might actually be able to take a look at that because I believe it helps with fleshing out characters.
Oh, cool. Okay.
On there, it's like a little cheat sheet, and then it comes with this awesome map, which we're
Legend generator.
yeah.
We don't need that. We already have Sean.
Boom.
Boom!
There it is.
I had Jello.
I thought you were the train
We are
generator.
grown up in this house.
I'm done.
Applesauce and
Oh,
Jello.
I thought you were
Jello.
the train generator because you did promise us 3
Oh,
box
you don't even understand how much that is not.
happening.
I'm really trying, but it's not happening.
I personally
Benches.
Benches.
We're getting closer to benches.
I want you to know
Yeah.
I personally don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Whatever you bring is fantastic. I'm a theater of the mind kind of guy. Robbie's the one that really wants.
And I
So
I want
sure.
it too,
So
but
good.
that one, I feel like that's gonna be a brief. Oh, look at that map.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. So this is going to be the map that you would normally be playing on with a
Margelda.
large campaign. It's double-sided, which is pretty cool. I'm not really sure why it's double-sided. It's not. I thought it was because it was one was a hex and one was a grid, but they're both hex grid styles
Okay.
instead of like this. I thought one would be like squarely. You know, like my battle mat at home, it has the hexagons and the squares
Yeah.
depending on how you like to play.
Yeah.
This one both has the hexagons, but it is double-sided, which is neat. It's got a massive amount of stuff to check out. I mean, there is so much, and then
Did that say Fremont?
it might.
I mean, it is a battleground, but
It also comes with stickers. We love stickers.
I love stickers.
So this will be places where you
That
can.
must be why it's double-sided, in case you're running 2 games.
Yeah, I
maybe.
was thinking maybe. I mean, I don't know how sticky the stickers are, but
It just
maybe
has to be
it's
sticky enough.
maybe it's so that maybe they're not reusable. I
We
don't
are
know.
children.
Yes, we are.
It has cool stuff like it has little markers to signify what you found, like a mine, the Bright Vault, the Graveyard of Thunder, which is stuff that is already, I think, pre-planned into, like, baked into the map.
Right.
But it also has little gravestones for when your characters die.
Oh,
So
that's
you
nice.
it's got it's very Oregon Trail, you know.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
Died
cool.
of dysentery.
Unfortunately, because we're only playing for a couple of games, we're not really going to be using the map.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, we can try, we can put it down, but you're only going to be going like a couple of hexes. You know, this is really
Yeah.
meant for a long campaign style because there are so many awesome mechanics to it, but it really does. You can play one shots, obviously. You can kind of build anything to be a one shot, but if you wanted to turn this into a campaign, there are so many different aspects to it, building your fortresses and finding new locations and armors and weapon and trying to survive and unraveling the mysteries of the world as it is now open to you. It's really, really, pardon my French, fucking awesome.
Do you want to know
Honestly.
what I
I
appreciate
don't think
right
it's a
now?
French word, by the way.
Well,
Fucking
I don't think that's a French
awesome.
word.
it probably started French, to be honest.
Maybe.
Who knows? But what I really appreciate. Let me see if I can get one of these stickers off of here. I don't. Oh,
She
they're
really
clear. Shut up. They're clear. Okay. First
Love
of
that.
all.
Are we stickable?
It feels like they might be, and I'm sure it's not going to show up on camera. But.
By the way,
You're ma-
No. Why? There it is. What? What's happening?
it's inverted. You got to go the opposite way that you think you're going.
There you go. Yep, down.
Thank God this is mostly a podcast. You appreciate, Melinda.
I appreciate that the stickers are also hexagon.
Oh,
So you're not gonna have a square.
right.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, little detail, but I appreciate it.
And that's the thing, is it's really fleshed out in a really awesome way, but it's also not too much, is what I've noticed as I've cracked into the book. It comes with, on top of that stuff, it comes with the Game Master's Guide, so this is going to be your helpful tool if you're running the game. It is a little thick, but a lot of it is more or less optional. There's a lot of stuff in there that you can decide to use or not to use. In the Player's Handbook, which is a little bit thinner, is this color and shape, also a rectangle, I guess. But they both come with that really cool gold leaf embroidery, which
Yeah.
is really nice. You can also feel it. It feels high quality. It's got like a faux leather on it, and the illustrations are also super cool. They were done in the style. I don't know if you can see this. Not super well.
Do you want me to try again?
Yeah, go for it. You did so well the first time. Find a cool picture on there.
Okay.
You're gonna notice if you're familiar with old school D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, or like old school Lord of the Rings, that 1980s
There we go.
ink print design
Yeah.
that you see a lot of. It's gonna be very much that. So it's gonna have that vibe, and the reason is one of the illustrators is actually one of the original illustrators of those books of D&D. So it's got that old school vibe to it, which I think is really cool. Instead of, I don't know, it's got a very unique vibe to it.
Mhm.
You know, it's more of an old school, grounded kind of campaign style. But what we're going to be doing right now is we've got Sean and Melinda. We're missing Robbie.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on his character for him today, though.
And he'll get all this information off camera. And this is really just for the audience and for us to take a look at the character sheets and see how we're going to build things.
Which are also pretty dope, to be honest. Let me. Oh, sounds like somebody's at the door.
Maybe it's a cop.
Let me run those plates again.
Yeah. He changed his mind. He does want to come after me.
Anyway, these are the character sheets.
Hold for dogs, please. See, this is what's nice about having the podcast in its published format is you get these long pauses
Yeah.
thrown out. Although, if you like dogs, there's a lack of dogs. You know,
It is true.
Yeah.
Tragic lack of dogs.
because if you see the raw audio and video, it's a lot of Olafs and Budwords. There he is. Jesus Christ, it's like he knows. Hi, Oja. No, you can never do anything wrong. Okay. So we've got these character sheets. They're pretty cool. Again, they've got that old school vibe to them. They're also illustrated in that kind of design, which
Mhm.
I think they look pretty cool.
I like the experience sword.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. It's a sword.
Oh my god.
See
Oh my
it?
god. So
Oh,
good.
you filled it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
It's the small things, the little details.
Okay, so there's 12 steps to character creation.
Okay. Step
Step one is going to be kin. Kin is going to be what race your little buddy's going to be
Okay.
on this. And I think we decided on halfling/goblins.
Yes, because
Yes.
we could go halfling or goblin because
Yeah.
of the way that.
And you could honestly, you can play this however you want. You can
Yeah.
you can change the lore. However, based on what I was reading, there is a level of sectionalism because of the lore in the game. There was this blood mist, and we'll get into it more. But there was this mist that covered the earth, the Forbidden Lands, for about 300 years, and you couldn't go more than a half day away from your village. And as you can see, it's a pretty big map. So you've got a lot of different races of beings that probably didn't have a lot of contact for like 300 years. So in doing that, we're going to stick with one kin. However, again, with the lore, hobbits and goblins come from the same place. So we're saying you can be either a goblin or a hobbit, whichever one you decide. They've got different, racial traits and everything. There are some pretty cool races out there. You see the Player's Handbook.
Yes.
Thank you. So
What are you
there.
laughing at?
My helmet looks like Darth Vader helmet now.
Oh, yes, it does.
Took you 2 seconds.
And my
Very
and
well.
my crow has a hat on. These are great. Sorry.
My crow has a hat on it.
So just for those out there that like to doodle, you can really modify some of the existing pictures
Really
on the
make it your
character
own.
sheet. It's great.
Really make it your own. Yeah.
So you've got human, elf, half elf, dwarf, halfling. Then you've got wolfkin, orc, goblin. I believe that is it. But a decent amount to pick from. A decent pool. The wolfkin, super dope.
Yeah.
Like if furries were cool.
Right.
Sorry. I'm sticking to that statement. Like, this guy, this guy would fuck
But
you
I mean, the
up.
furries have Jared Leto now, so I think we're okay.
Oh boy.
Outside of 30 Seconds to Mars, don't care for the guy.
Oh come on.
Great
Now
band.
you're right.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, other than that, yeah, I do like him in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
In that one song.
Their cover of "Stay" by Rihanna that they did
Oh,
on the
the two
BBC is
songs,
so
yeah.
good. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, he's
So-
a good actor too, right?
Hashtag tangent.
He's
Do people do that anymore? Hashtag whatever.
I think it's just there now. I think
Yeah.
ChatGPT does it for you.
Should.
That's just how it
I think
is.
the
Really should.
hashtag is just a descriptor
Mhm.
for the algorithm now.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag millennials. All right.
Hashtag I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
We got halflings and we got goblins. So I'm just gonna read a little bit of these creatures.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a little idea. Maybe you may.
Robbie's playing a goblin, by the way.
I fucking know. He's probably playing a Roblin rogue.
No, he wants something close to a ranger, is what he requested.
There's a
before he
ranger.
left the house.
There,
Yeah.
I believe. Hold on. I believe there is a druid, fighter, hunter, minstrel, peddler, rider. I think rider.
Or hunter,
I
way to
think-
work.
yeah,
Either of
hider,
those.
yeah. So,
Anyway,
all right. So I'm just gonna read a little bit about halflings. It looks just like Frodo fucking Baggins, honestly.
it's true.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it is a very
He was pretty familiar too.
yeah. He does look a little bit like Gimli. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of Lord of the Rings vibes in
Yeah,
this.
I was gonna
in
say.
It's
this.
like it's Gimli mixed with the dwarf character from the live action
Mm-hmm.
He-Man Masters of the Universe. Remember that weird character that had the key and knew how to work the key?
The old Masters. of the
Yeah,
Universe?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I have to.
I think it's the nose.
I
Yeah.
haven't done my Dolph Lundgren catch
You
up.
haven't
yet.
done your live action
Yeah, I
He-Man
gotta
lore
keep
dump
up
yet.
with
How dare you not keep up on your
At least I know who's in it.
True.
All right, so halflings.
Like that's a feat in itself.
Halflings. Everyone is happy and tubby in your family. They
What?
sing.
Yes, they are.
They're
Actually.
halflings, Sean.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fat and happy.
Oh my goodness.
You are a fat, happy little guy.
Nice.
They sing humorous songs in the inns and drink and smoke, but when darkness falls,
that
they
tracks.
I love these
vomit in
guys.
the flower beds and go home to scold their children.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Well, that took a dark turn.
They get drunk and then traumatize their children.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing I've noticed about Free League, and I really like it. It gets dark often
Right.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could have skipped that entire sentence, but I'm glad it's there.
Yeah.
Your crazy aunt is locked up, and no one wants to acknowledge your even more twisted relatives, even though everybody knows that they're out there in the woods.
This is more and more accurate.
We'll get to those twisted relatives in a moment.
Gosh.
You clean the flower beds and oil the wooden facade. Facade?
Facade.
Facade? Fucking French. Now, that's a French word, if I've ever seen it. The oil the wooden facade of your burrow so the neighbors will see it and be forced to go out as well. And everyone smiles and nods, even though they hate this and slander each other as soon as the opportunity arises. You can't stand it anymore. You're going out into the world and never coming back again. You want blood on your knife and gold in your purse to eat dangerously spicy food. Oh, probably pepper.
White pepper.
Yeah. What is this? This is mayonnaise. and see streets that no one cares to sweep, in villages where no one grins without reason. So it's giving like um, wine mom vibes. You know,
Yeah, I
it's
get that.
Yeah.
you know, like it's you're fat and you're happy and you party and yada yada, and like underneath there's
Broken.
this broken,
Yeah.
hurt
Yeah.
society,
Yeah,
and you're
absolutely.
just kind of like sick of it. And then we'll go to goblins, and we'll explain why the goblins go. The elders say you are the dark brothers of the halflings, like you give a shit.
Are they skinny and sad, but happy in all the other ways?
They're ugly.
Oh. Oh.
No,
Oh. Poor thing.
it kind of looks like a pug, honestly. Yep. You know, kind of like
It's
pug.
not
Or
how
like
I
bulldog.
am. It's
English
just how I'm
bulldog.
drawn.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's my lore.
Just because I'm bad guy doesn't mean I'm bad guy.
Right.
So the elders
What?
say you are the dark brothers of the halflings, like you give a shit. It's in the book.
Is that what it really says?
Yeah, no, it says like you give a shit.
It just sounds like Tyler commentary.
Yeah, I know. I like this book. It's dark in all the right ways. All you know is that you live while the lard bags don't even try. What do halflings know about howling with wolves, licking blood off dripper trees under a full
I'm
moon,
sold.
or making love among nettles?
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. If
Nettles?
you didn't keep night watch over their pretty little villages, trolls and wolfkin would have torn them apart long time ago. You say enough and be gone with that. The world's out there, swollen with smells and flavors and silver and thrills. You'll be taking off into the dark, fingers dug deep into your wolf's fur, froth washing your face. The night's alive, and you're the ones living it. You're the ones living it. Live it, love it, live it.
Wow.
So, in this lore, if you are a halfling and you marry a cute little halfling and you have a little baby, that baby has a 50% chance of being a goblin. And likewise, if a goblin sees a delicious goblin and they have a kid, it could be a fat, pudgy little halfling. And I
Can
believe
you and Robbie be my goblin parents and I'll be a halfling?
I mean, I'm good. I'll be a goblin
you
mom.
just refuse to.
We
like,
all knew
everyone
I
just,
was going to be a mom.
Everyone just refuses to acknowledge that you're a halfling.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like singing songs and shit.
Shut her up.
Right.
She's always hungry. She cooks her food.
Right.
Disgusting. Could be good.
Amazing.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so based on you can really be a goblin or a halfling if you would like, and we'll.
I think we need to at least have at least one halfling in this group.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll take the halfling bullet.
So with a halfling, that being said, since we're on step,
But what if it was the opposite? What if it was two halfling parents and a goblin?
And I could just be salty the
Yeah,
whole
right.
game. I don't know which I would be better at, the salty or like the hysterically
I love her,
optimistic.
but I'm pretty sure she ate the cat.
Jesus Oh.
Great. It's great.
Is that what's,
Oh,
is
it's
that what's
great.
happening? Are we doing that?
No, I hope not.
Living in the barrel.
Oh no.
All right, so we've got 12 steps here. So step one
Yes.
is kin. So if you are a halfling,
Okay.
you have some key attributes, talents, professions, typical names, yada yada. So your key attribute is going to be empathy. So if wherever you, let me see what we.
That's for a halfling, right?
Yeah, this is for a halfling. So empathy, just put a star next to empathy if you're going with halfling.
Okay.
And we'll get into why we do that later. Your talent, your kin talent. Now this is a inherent ability that you have. Is hard to catch. And we'll go into what that actually means, but I'm pretty sure it just gives you a
Sorry, that
bonus.
was a talent?
It's a kin talent.
Kin talent.
So there are there's professional talents and there's kin talents.
Basically, you're wiry.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm writing in the right spot. Hard to catch. Okay.
Your typical professions, which we'll get into, just to keep in mind, are minstrel, peddler, and rogue. That's kind of what they tend to specialize. It doesn't really matter. It's a couple of sessions.
Yeah.
I really don't care. So then we'll go into, and if you're a goblin, I think you get a pet wolf. I don't know, but like it
A
really,
pet wolf.
I feel like you. I don't know. It says You dig fingers dug deep into your wolf's fur, froth washing your face. So I mean, and then the picture right here has him on a wolf. But anyways,
Interesting.
your key attribute is strength if you're a goblin.
Okay. Can I have that sheet back?
There's more.
No, these are the rest of them. The character sheets for this are 3 pages long.
What?
I know.
Oh, I thought it was 3 copies. It's just 3 sheets. Or what?
Sheets.
So much. So much paperwork.
Paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So strength is the attribute that I'm. So does that mean I fill that all the way out, or
No,
just
just put a star next to
strength?
strength, because we'll get into it in a moment.
Got it.
Because it's a little weird, but I've written it out where it makes sense, but it's a little strange. Your kin talent is unbreakable, so that's
Ooh.
your kin talent. It's unbreakable. So I think you become Bruce Willis. Anybody? No.
I was with you.
We
I
got
was
you.
there. I was like,
Mr. Glass,
there's a joke
like,
here.
we're there.
Yeah, there's like there's a joke
No,
here.
it's good.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
I was just I'm writing.
M. Night Shyamalan, man, you should know.
But, not my favorite of the jokes. That one's not my favorite. I had a guy who was like considered a friend of mine that pretty much called me M Night for like 2 years,
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
and eventually
You were like, you have to stop.
I just I just lit off on him. But
Oof.
2 years of that.
He's
building.
not even a good director.
Yeah, it's true. He's good. Yeah, never
He's
mind.
very hit or miss. And it's
Yeah.
mostly miss.
Mostly miss. I think it's like
Sixth
it's a great
Sense-
idea, and then just
Sixth
execution's
Sense
trash.
killed it.
Can relate.
Unbreakable, pretty good.
No, Unbreakable was good.
Split,
Good.
good.
I think that little
Lady in the
grouping
Water,
was good.
trash.
Mr. Glass.
Kind of trash, honestly.
Yeah, I want to put it up in my top 100 for sure.
Doesn't make the top 100.
Doesn't even crack
No.
the top 360. Bottom 500 for sure. I couldn't name 100 movies. I couldn't name. If you a
Yes,
gun
you
to
could.
my head, it
You
would take
could.
me.
Yeah,
you
you
could.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I just on your references, like some of your quotes, I know you know more than 100 movies for sure.
Probably. Breakfast Club.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so you've got Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Glass.
Yes. Your typical professions are going to be fighter, hunter, or rogue. That's just something to keep in your head for the moment. So that'll be under profession, but like we're not there yet. So
Yeah.
just keep
Okay,
in mind.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll get into step 2, which is your profession. So we're going to go over a little bit about the
You
profession.
said fighter rogue. Is that what you said? Sorry, just keep it.
Fighter, rogue, or hunter
Okay.
is generally, but you can be whatever you want.
No, I get it.
So there's druids. There are fighters. There are hunters.
The rogues.
There are rogues. There's minstrels. There's peddlers. There are
Menstrual.
riders. There's minstrels. I believe there's cycles of them. There's riders.
Every 28 days, a new minstrel
Yeah.
shows up.
Yeah. God.
We only last 1 week.
Sorry, 28 to 32 days.
After 50 sessions, he's just gone.
Yeah.
Feels like so much longer.
You don't know where he went, but you kind of miss him. Feel like a very important part of you
Yeah.
is just gone
That's
forever.
terrible.
Or sorcerer.
Okay. Yes, thank God, save us.
Rogue. I don't like that guy.
The rogue?
Just the whatever they made. He doesn't look smart enough to be a rogue. He looks like
Like a barbarian.
a barbarian. He looks like he just discovered a dagger
Or fire.
or fire.
Oh my God.
Or fire.
Me
It does-
stab.
It does look very caveman.
It does.
Me
Yeah.
fight at night.
Yeah.
And that's,
Everyone else looks pretty cool though. I don't know why.
There's nothing negative toward cavemen out there, so
No.
just want to put that out there.
Oh my god, I don't know why. Okay, so you've got druids. They do druid shit. They have magic abilities.
Okay.
You've got fighters. They're pretty much like a D&D fighter. They hack and slash. You've got hunters, which I think Robbie would like.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm
Says the
gonna take for him.
wildlands are your home, and the forests and the mountains and the open plains by the winding rivers. That's where you find inner peace. People say the wilds are dangerous, that they're evil. Granted, you have seen the monsters that roam the lands, but you know how to move unseen and unheard and kill effectively if you need to. And when you bring home your prey to the camp and it's time to eat, no one is complaining. You are a hunter.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be good, honestly, for somebody to be able to roam the lands, because there's going to be a lot of
Out in the
random
woods kind of
encounters.
stuff,
A lot of this is going to be a lot of this campaign, if you play it, is random encounters getting to locations.
Right.
And as with the other Free League games, combat is not necessarily the meat and potatoes
Right.
of what you're doing. It's evasion and
Survival.
hoarding, you know?
Hoarding.
You know, because you're trying to get enough money to build. You're trying to get enough money to build a fortress of wealth and reputation and become, you know, the big bads in a sense. In a way, you're kind of like the big bads, you know, depending on how you look at it, because you're just
Right.
kind of going out and taking what you want and building, you know, you're like privateers. You're like,
This is mines now.
yeah, it's been
Nice.
300 years, squatters' rights,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So you're going to like elven ruins and dwarven mines, and you're like, this is mine. This is
It's
mine.
looting.
Yep.
I like it.
You also have minstrels. That's going to be much like a bard.
Sorry, I'm a child.
They come with a lute. So if anyone wants to play a lute, that'd be kind of cool. You've got peddler, which is, I believe, similar to the vagabond from Vaesen.
Mm.
Says bargaining, buying for little and selling for more, turning 2 silvers into 3 has always been your way to survive. While the blood mist lay thick across the lands, trade between villages was limited and very local, which is I've been mentioning. Now the mist is lifted in the Forbidden Lands, and its treasures are yours for the taking and buying, then selling to the highest bidder. You are a peddler. You're kind of like a merchant more than a vagabond, but you know, kind of like the vagabond.
How to paint it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you've got rider, which is they got a horse. It's pretty neat. Legends say the animals in the ancient time mocked the humans for having only 2 legs. For that reason, your ancestors allied themselves with the horses on the Great Plains. Now you have 6 legs together and hands and wield a spear and a bow. You ride faster than anyone. You strike, and you are gone before the enemy has realized what happened. It's like those guys from Lord of the Rings, the little horse guys.
Okay. Yeah.
I forget, what are those guys' names? You know, they come down, they surround everybody with horses, and they
Not
end up.
the strongest in the Lord of the Rings lore
If
myself.
only Robbie was here.
Yep.
Colin.
Or Colin, yeah. I'll say
Colin.
Colin's. the-
Colin would just having a just eye twitch. As I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
the horse guys.
Somewhere Colin is
Right
just
now,
like,
he's. Yeah.
Somebody saying horse guys again.
I don't understand.
No, but they had they were all about horses. Like their helmets were horses, and you know everything.
Yeah.
You get a horse, I'm assuming. So if you want a horse, I
At
don't
least how we play it, you're gonna get
Yeah.
a horse.
know. They do have rogues. You can be a caveman rogue, apparently.
It's like a caveman. It's
Well,
wait. Is that the same character?
Yeah, no, it's from
Oh,
earlier.
a halfling rogue is pretty much as classic as you can get, right?
Truly,
Yeah.
that is very Tolkien
Yeah.
esque. I mean, every single Hobbit in Lord of the Rings was essentially a rogue. Bilbo kind of was a bard.
Right.
He sang a lot and talked a lot and wormed his way out of stuff. I think Frodo was more of a rogue. And
Sure.
he was always hiding and everything. I think Bilbo just multi-classed, honestly. And then sorcerer, which looks an awful lot like Gandalf.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Look like a little guy, you know.
Who's
Put a
the
little
other?
hat on him.
Little hat on him. What?
If you put a little hat on him.
Why does the other guy look like Matt Mercer?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Does it?
does it?
I think it does.
Kind of.
Oh my God, it does. Hang on. No, that's worth.
Is that Matt
That's-
Mercer?
That's properly being shown in the camera. I mean, is
Is
that
it?
not? Whoops.
Other way.
Oh yeah, that's
Ga-
Gandalf.
Ga- Or who's the other guy in the tower? Sauron?
Sauron.
Doesn't he look like that?
Melinda, for the love of God.
I didn't say
Oh,
I was
we're
good
close.
at it.
Other side.
Other direction.
No. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Look at that. Oh God, I'm just bad at it. Here you go. I
need to-
did audio for a profession, not video.
We need to get one of those little like a hand camera that we,
We
can just.
do. Good
Yeah. So
idea.
those are your professions. If you want to look at them
On an
real
arm.
quick, if you want to take a look at them and decide what you kind of are vibing with. Fighters are probably going to be the.
Play the Matthew Mercer class.
Yeah. Means
Not
you,
bad.
you win everything.
He's actually shout out to Dimension 20, which is one of my favorite D&D. Not podcasts because they have like a series on Dropout TV, which is worth. I have a subscription to Dropout just for Dimension 20. Brendan Mulligan, if you ever hear this, I fucking love you. But anyway,
He's like the best, right?
he's so
I aspire
He's so
to
good.
his level of personal horror when he's playing games. Like
I
he's
don't-
so stupid good
his
at it.
he can pull a soliloquy out of like a bad guy, he'll just monologue in the most profound way, and it's off the cuff, and like it is insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, he teamed up with Matthew Mercer
Yeah.
for the new season of Dimension 20,
Yeah.
and they're doing. They did a Crown of Candy, which is like Game of Thrones meets Candyland.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
It was really good. Yeah.
And then this one takes place 20 years before those events for the Ravening War in Candia. So you have Brendan Lee Mulligan as a player. He's playing a little radish guy. So funny. And then you got Matthew Mercer actually DMing
Yeah.
for Dimension 20. And it is delicious. Zach Oyama's in it. So funny all the time. Plays a guy called Colin Provolone. It's fantastic. I love Dimension 20. So yeah, those are your professions. I'll give you a minute to look over.
You said Robbie might end up being a fighter, right?
No, I'll probably be a hunter.
He's doing
Hunter?
a hunter. Yeah.
Balls.
Is that what you wanted?
No,
I
not
can
anymore.
I can change him to
No,
something else.
No.
He's not here, so he doesn't get the luxury of the choice. He gets what's left.
And besides, if the character doesn't have more than 6 dice to roll, I mean, he's not going to play it anyways.
Oh no! Stop.
What's the percentage with 6 dice?
Love you, Robbie.
It's good. I don't understand it, so he's on a whole other level than I could even comprehend.
Yeah, I was like, here's the table, Robbie. 4 dice, 52%. He was like, no, they're wrong.
That's absolutely incorrect.
It's like, what do you mean? They're actual game. That's how they did it. Typical nicknames:
Shiloh.
Wolf Killer, Pathfinder, and Red Fox.
Pathfinder's a completely different game.
Yeah, right? Which I have to learn.
You said Red Fox?
Yeah, for a nickname.
For what?
A nickname.
Oh, for hunters?
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be even funnier if he played a goblin with the nickname of Wolf Killer and he's like extremely squeamish about blood. That would be funnier. I'm going to put down Wolf Killer and then talk to him about it. Okay. There, Sean. I'm done hogging the book. All yours, baby.
Oh. This is where I learned to read.
For the first time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to end up being a fighter just to keep it consistent.
Consistency.
I'm going with Peddler.
Peddler.
I'm going to try to swindle some
Does
folks
that
out
mean
of
you're a
some stuff.
bicyclist?
Yes.
You
A unicyclist, actually.
sure you don't want to be a minstrel?
I mean, I guess.
A goblin minstrel? I like it.
It'd be funny. What if it's just a terrible singer?
Play
Like,
the bone.
every really bad at it?
You said like a
No,
bone-
but
like a little, like
it's
a,
bad everywhere outside of the little goblin village. In the
Yeah.
goblin village,
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like American Idol
Yeah.
level.
top
Right.
tier stuff.
Maybe like, oh, he plays the bones, but it's actually just bones. It's not.
Right.
It's not a
Right.
jazz
Yeah.
term. It's just a pile of bones.
Yeah.
One of his hollows like.
Yes.
Didgeridoo out of a femur.
Didgeridoo out of a femur. Talk about the book going dark on a dime.
Could I be a writer?
Oh, man. That's
Oh, the
great.
rogue.
Rogues are fun.
I know.
Rogues are fun.
But aren't you playing a rogue?
No, I'm playing a peddler.
Peddler. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Originally, you were okay. So I think I'm going to shift to the rogue then,
Do it.
Cool.
because I feel like that's in line with the goblin, anyways.
Yeah.
So with Rogue, you're gonna have some key stuff for your profession up here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just see real quick. So I'll just be able to read it to you. So your key attribute is going to be agility. So put a star next to it,
Or yeah. Okay.
and then you've got 5 main skills, which are melee, stealth, sleight of hand, move, manipulation, and also put stars by those. And we'll get into why in a second, because when we actually allocate attribute points and skill points, it's going to be
Pretty important.
Important, yeah,
Yeah,
for how
okay.
much you can put into it. So any of those skills that you see, those 5, put a star next to them.
Cool. Do you know what had me? I got very excited the other day. I was looking for some of the stickers that we have kicking around the house, and I found my larger Post-its that are lined, and I was so excited because I
Nice.
thought they were all gone.
But they weren't.
They're not. They're right there. Look, see. Woo!
typical nicknames for a rogue: half finger.
Quarter finger.
Where's the other half?
Well, you're halfling.
Oh my gosh.
So it's either quarter finger or you just have half the finger.
Red eye. I'm red eye, and the rat.
What? What if you are Red Eye the Rat?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What if my name is actually Red Eye and my
And you have a
nickname
half
is
finger
the
that you
rat?
wear on a necklace around your neck.
Yeah. It's my half finger
Yeah.
that I accidentally bit off.
Yeah.
I like it.
I am Red Eye Half Finger the Rat. Just picking up names. Okay. So then you have age. Age is going to be important.
Oh shit.
So we're going to take a look at how old you are.
I was old as shit last time, so
That's true. You
Oh,
are.
you were, yeah.
I think I might be.
Like proper middle age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure just ride the line.
Do I want to be
So-
the wide-eyed innocence of youth, or do I want to be the grizzled old?
So if
Be in
your
the middle.
character is young, which what's really cool is what they don't have in Vaesen, which they have here, is because there's different races. There's different ages for different races.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh shit.
So halflings and goblins are pretty much the same as humans.
Okay.
Only about 10 years off for the old thing, but like half elf, an adult is 31 to 100, and then 101 up is old. So
So
But,
in the like the
if you're a halfling or a goblin, if you're young, you'll be 16 to 25. If you're an adult, you're gonna be 26 to 60, and if you're old, you're gonna be 61 and up.
so an adult would be like middle age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it come with a Miata convertible?
It comes with a 401k plus benefits if you
And a
stay
crisis.
if you stay
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
company with full employment for at least 10 years.
Which never happens
However,
anymore.
we every 9 years we do merge you into a different department, and that does count as a hard reset to your 401k.
Oof.
Ouch.
God.
Sorry, bud.
I think I'm gonna go young.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
16 to 25.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 22.
Nice.
I'll be an adult. Adult.
Adult.
26 to 60. Anywhere in there is good.
Robbie's gonna be
44.
Oh, that's funny. I was gonna say 45 for Robbie's character. That's perfect.
Okay, so one young and then one adult. Okay, so if you're young, you get 15 attribute points. If you're an adult, you get 14 attribute points.
What the shit?
Calm down. Calm down.
What about 61 and up? What do they get?
They get shit.
13.
13.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You got a diaper. That's what they
with skill points,
Yes.
you get, if you're young, you get 8 skill points.
Okay.
If you're an adult, you get 10.
Boom. That's where it matters.
Yeah,
And 61 over?
12. And then
That's
general
experience.
talents, and we'll get into talents. If you are young, you get 1 talent. If you are an adult, you get 2 talents. If you are old, you get 3 talents.
Does that include the unbreakable thing that you gave
So
me?
that is a kin talent.
Okay, so that's
So
separate.
that is a separate thing from your general talent. Great question. That is, you are on the money with it. So you get
It's okay. Chicken's done. That's all.
so you'll get 2 on top of your kin talent,
Got
and you'll
it.
get 1 on top of your kin talent. Your skills are going to be strength, agility, wits, and empathy. You'll see on your character sheet.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, this is what's important. So, let me pull out my handy dandy cheat sheet right here. With your attributes. So everybody know how many attributes you got?
14.
So you've got 15 attributes?
15, yeah.
Okay. So, in each category, you will have a minimum of 2 points and a maximum of 4. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
With your kin attributes and your professional attributes, the things that I told you to star next to, for any star, you can increase that by 1.
Nice.
So, they do stack. So if you had like a high elf who was also a druid, or like a half elf that was a druid, and they both have wisdom attributes, they would go up to they could go up to a possible 6 instead of 4.
I think I'm at 6. I think because Halfling had empathy, and I'm pretty sure I saw in Peddler that empathy was
Well,
echoed on that page.
Let's double check.
which was completely accidental, and stuff never works out that neatly for me. So that's
Yes,
cool.
key attribute is empathy, which means
Nice.
you could max out your empathy to 6 points if you would like. You do not have to.
Okay.
You must also have a minimum of 2 points in everything. And again, a maximum of 4, unless there's a star next to it, in which case it goes up to 5, or sometimes 6 if you stack them. There's nothing wrong with maximizing your empathy.
So.
And you can go back and change this later if you would like, but this will give you a base idea of what you're doing.
Okay, wait. So if I have 15 to spend in attributes?
Your attribute points, you have 15.
Damn. Okay. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay. Never mind. I did it.
Oh, damn, I'm on the money.
I'm good.
Nailed
Alright.
it.
Excellent.
Oh, I gotta do Robbie's. I haven't settled on his age. Should we give him 61 up just to not to be funny and not to be a jerk to Robbie, but to just show the
So you have like one of each?
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hello?
What was the attribute for Hunter?
Attribute for a hunter.
Yeah.
A hunter's key attribute is agility, and their skills are stealth, move, marksmanship.
Yeah, I have all of that stuff.
Okay, skill.
It was just the attributes.
Okay.
Okay. So we start with 2 and everything.
Mm-hmm.
6, 8,
I'm not very empathetic.
neither is Robbie.
Because
Why-
I,
That's
I
why-
think that works though for goblins, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
stereotypical,
Having a
but
really charismatic halfling would be hilarious.
right?
No, you talk to him. No, I'll talk to him. No, please. I got this, as I always do.
Perfect. Okay.
See if he has any bones. All right. And then we're going to get into skills.
Yeah, skills.
So, if you have...
my armor's a midriff.
Now, for your skills, if it is a non-professional skill,
Okay.
meaning one that you have not starred,
Yep.
you can put a maximum of 1
Okay.
or a minimum of
0?
0. So you don't have to put anything in. If it is a professional skill, it goes up to 3 if you would like.
Ooh.
And then distribute your skills as necessary based off of how many you have that would be attributed to your age group. So again, if it is a non-professional skill, something that you are not professionally good at, you can have a maximum of 1 point in it. You don't have to put any points in it. You will have blank spaces. That is okay. If it is a professional skill, you can allocate up to 3 points. You do not have to max out all of your professional skills. You can build it for roleplay. You can build it for stuff that you think might be important. Whatever you would like.
All right. That was short on that sheet.
Yeah. 10 that's a low number, man.
Yeah, 8. I have
Oh,
4
yeah.
skills with
Yeah.
something in it. Woof.
Yeah, so with the older generations, it's better to specialize
Yeah.
in what you have.
Yeah.
If you're younger, it is better to kind of blanket and pad out, you know. That being said, you're only looking for 6s, so, you know, when you narrow it down to specific roles, you might be doing bad on other roles, but you are increasing your chances of having more success based off of what your character would know really
Yeah.
well.
So I mean, obviously, I'm going to look this over with Robbie later once he gets home from work. But like, I I have 4 out of his 5 professional skills, and I just maxed them out at 3. So he's got 3 stealth, 3 marksmanship, 3 scouting, and 3 survival.
Okay.
Doubling down on the hunter thing.
Okay. So that brings us to talents.
Yes.
Now we're gonna get into your talents. So let's see. Where is talents? Group roles, opposed roles.
Expert noodler.
There you go. Just noodling on a guitar. All right.
I meant like in the sense of fishing.
No. Oh, because you're not a minstrel. I get it.
Just manhandling
I
fish.
thought you were talking about it as in Magic Mike, and I was like,
Wait, what?
Excuse
what?
me?
Wait, what?
What is noodling? In
Noodle.
Magic?
What is
Noodle. Noodle. Never mind. Because you're a goblin, so little noodle. No. Okay. Move on.
Get out.
Save me.
Yeah.
Save me. Fast.
No.
Save me.
No, this is called dead air. You've created it.
Back to drawing accessories for my crow.
Marinate in all of that.
Marinate in the noodle.
He's
All right.
great.
So. Not bad.
Picture of this is going to end up on our Instagram later.
So attributes, skills.
Yeah,
Okay,
my main
talents. Talents.
Talents, yes. Focus.
Your kin talent does not have a rank, so there is no rank for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you can rank up your talents, and we'll show you on the book here. And then your professional and your general talents. Starting out, you can only have a rank of 1 on them. You cannot, double up or anything. So when I told you you have a certain amount of talents, I believe you get.
Level 1.
Yeah, so you've got a list of talents here.
Are they in this too?
It's like breakdancing.
They might be.
Breakdance fighting.
Breakdance fighting.
So here, this table right here is going to be your general talents. I'll show you right here. This little right here. So that's going to have gonna be your general talents. And then you're going to have your kin talents here. And then you're going to have your professional talents. Oh my God.
Weird, right? Everybody's in this book.
It's a good book. You got everybody.
Yeah.
The artist is like,
What was the budget on this thing?
Yeah, right? Writer's talents. Sure.
Ooh, what is that symbol?
Oh, okay. That is a mega Nazi. No,
Gee.
I don't know what it is. It's
Super nuts.
the path of death. So, actually, no.
Pretty much. Oh boy.
Wow.
All right. So you can start.
The rat.
You can start here. This will have your kin talents,
Okay.
and you can just kind of like noodle through that.
Noodle. Like in Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Just wanna
this
make her
is
smile.
this is the crunchiest bit, and then it gets pretty easy from here on out.
Got it. All right. Oh, psychic power? What?
Yeah, there's magic. There is magic.
Okay. You can spend willpower points to avoid being hit by physical attacks. All right.
So whatever your kin is, that'll just give you an explanation of what your
What it actually does.
what it does. Which you all have the same one, I believe. Or no, the goblin. You have a different one than the goblins.
Yeah, I have hard to catch.
So you would find where it says that, and just you could write it down as to what that means. And then
Yeah, okay. I'll grab that later. I don't want to sit here with the book for the whole time, so I'm just going to make some notes. Page 62. For kin talent.
and then you'll see professional talents and then general talents after that.
Oh, and then professional and then general. Okay. Peddler's talents. Rank, of course. Oh, never mind. Path of many things. Let's do that. Excuse me. Oh, this is me in real life. You carry a knapsack that contains a seemingly endless supply of stuff and knickknacks. If we pull back the curtains that we sit in front of, it's just a shocking mishmash of everything hidden behind those.
Oh
carpets.
God, you have no idea. I'm surrounded by tchotchkes.
It's true.
So it's basically like it's like a.
You must write it down on your character sheet. You cannot put it back in your knapsack again. If you lose your knapsack, you must get a new one before you can use this talent again. This requires a visit to a trading post of some kind that you spend a WP and D2d6 silver. Whoa, that's brutal. Okay. Wait, so do I populate the knapsack full of stuff? That's incredible. Yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah, I
Have
think
many
it's
things.
as long as it's like it's kind of what we do in Vampire, where you just kind of like if you say you do something and it's within the realm of like not breaking the game, it just kind of happens. You know,
Right.
where I feel like, oh, Anna has a quill pen, you know,
Yeah,
and it's like, okay,
you have that.
you have
now.
that,
Yeah.
that's fine. You know, it's kind of that idea that we.
Oh shit. Fisher. You have mastered the art of pulling fish from rivers and lakes? That's noodling, by the way. Just with my hands. Just want to put that out there.
He found the noodling skill.
I mean,
I actually don't know. This might be an older version of the book. I'm just trying to get ahead
so funny. Okay.
to help out.
Path of Many Things, and
I
that's
think
on
this is accurate.
page 68. Okay, and we made Robbie a hunter.
Yes.
Could be a sailor.
A sailor.
Highest rank is 3, right? On these?
It goes up to 3. You start off at 1.
Got it. Yeah. I'm just.
Yes, but yeah, the ranks can go up to 3, and it increases in potency.
Okay, I'm giving Robbie Path of the Beast so he can adopt a companion. I feel like that's a very Robbie thing.
Oh,
For
he's
sure.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
He won't know what to do with himself if he doesn't have a little animal.
Yeah.
The Beast. Yeah. So that was professional talent, and now it's just the general talent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't matter, like there's not one specific?
Their general, it does not matter.
Okay,
They just have a maximum rank of 1 as you start.
right. Are we gonna have like horses and stuff right off the bat, or?
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
You're kind of just leaving town with the clothes on your back, you know?
I do.
Also, you wouldn't have a horse, you'd have a little pony.
Well, yes, but the throwing arm one is actually quite funny. At rank 3, you can add a D8 artifact die attacks when it's a thrown weapon or a sling.
Hmm.
Okay. Lucky. What's lucky look like in this game? No
That I
matter
don't
how
know.
bad the odds, you always get away unscathed. Rank 1, you suffer a critical injury. You can re-roll once. The lowest roll counts. Oh, when you suffer. As per rank 1, but you also reverse the D66 roll for the critical injury. A roll of 61 becomes 16, for example. Interesting. Rank 3. When you suffer a critical injury, you may choose your injury freely from the relevant list.
So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So the cool thing about the the general talents is that stuff like that, they gain a potency with the ranks. So they get better and better.
Got it. I'm going to give Robbie Hammer Fighter.
Nice.
I just think he would love the flavor of a little goblin walking around with a giant hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little sledgehammer.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll go over this with him tonight when he gets home, but I
Yeah.
still think that he will probably be cool with most of this.
Yep. And I expect that when we sit down and play, he'll have a ridiculously fleshed out character.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
ridiculously fleshed out as far as story. He's going to have a family and
Oh yeah.
information I'm not going to know what to do with.
Yeah. Yeah. A light weapon. As a peddler. Pack rat, obviously, with my backup pack of many things. I can carry 2 additional items without being encumbered.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yes.
There is an encumbrance. It is, and it's honestly, it's pretty brutal.
At rank 3, you carry 5 additional items for a total of 10.
Yeah, we'll get an encumbrance when you get your gear. It's whatever your strength is times 2 is the amount of lines that you have to carry,
Right?
and then items will either be a half a line or a line.
Got it.
So like a tent, bringing a tent to sleep in is like 1 line, and if you can only carry like 3 lines, a third of your equipment is already used up. So you kind of have to be. I might just ignore encumbrance for this.
Yeah. What?
Sharp tongue. You are a master of formulating scathing abuses that can unhinge even the most steadiest of enemies.
Whoa.
Just talking shit. That's all it is.
Right?
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, well, you're ugly.
Yeah.
What do
Damn it.
you mean? I'm not ugly. Yeah, you are.
I'm going to kill you. That's what your daddy said when he found out. Okay, cool.
I bet your aunt is locked
I
up.
think
and you
I've
vomit
done
in
this
flower
correct.
beds.
I don't. I'm not.
Yeah,
Settle down.
that can go anywhere it wants.
The microphone or the book?
Dealer's choice.
Okay. Oh, yes, and it's another D6 system, right?
Yeah, it is D6.
I'm enjoying the D6 system.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Vampire.
Right? Yeah, with the D10s and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that dice, though. I'm going to take this one instead.
I like the look of this one, but I feel like it doesn't roll very well.
Which one is that?
It's this honey-colored.
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same set of the yellow D10 that was the bane of your existence in season 1.
Oh my god! So I know.
Yep,
Is that the one?
Yep.
That was always fucking me.
that's the one.
Ugh.
Get rid of that real quick.
It's a nice. Well, because it's like a nice like honey color.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. No, it's from that same set.
There it is.
What other ones do I want this
For those of you that don't know, in season 1, I had some dice that really hated me.
Yeah. I mean, we all had dice that really hated us, but that one was personal. Wow.
I think I'm good.
Cool. So that is one of the crunchiest parts of it because you gotta remember what your skills do and everything like that.
Right.
And you can buy. I know with like experience points, you can buy skills, and people tend to buy skills before they buy, or they buy talents before they upgrade skills because it is cheaper.
Okay.
So and it will allow you to roll more dice in a lot of situations. So you'll see a lot of people will actually just invest in more rank 1 talents
Got
to
it.
just have like a wide range of things.
Okay.
They had to become like spell cards essentially.
Oh,
you know.
okay. Cool.
That being said, you can upgrade whatever you want.
Okay.
So after talents, we go into pride. Pride is an interesting concept. So I'm gonna explain it to you real quick. And I know it's in the book. This is the Game Master's Guide. You can look it up if you look at the index, you'll see where it says pride. But essentially, what it is your ninja way. If you watch Naruto,
Sure.
it
It's my
is.
ninja way.
Yeah.
Tatabayo.
Yeah, tatabayo. My ninja way. So basically, what it is
Never seen it.
what it is essentially it is a something that's very important to your character. That is a situational, like bringing people back, like defending somebody who's about to die. So it would be like nobody dies when I'm around, and it's more of a concept than anything.
Right.
Similar to your vampire concepts.
Right.
If you've played Vampire, which you have,
Yeah.
and it is a once a day you can use It is going to allow you to add 1d12 to a roll.
Okay.
So it allows you to have a higher odd of succeeding in something that matters to your character.
Okay.
The caveat to this is, one, you have to decide when you use it in the sense that you can. It's like you can either push a roll or you can add a 1d12. I don't think you can do both.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, so you'd be like, you would say, oh, this is a really important character thing, so I'm going to add 1d12 to this dice pool.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
and then after that, I don't think you're allowed to push the roll, or if you do, I don't think you get the 1d12. I'll have to look into it. Anyways, if you succeed, fantastic, everything went according to plan. If you fail, you have to erase your pride.
Oof.
Oh yeah, that's sort of.
Okay.
So you no longer have it.
Right.
In the next game session, you can come to me with a new one, because this is what my character cares about now.
Right.
Because essentially, your pride has been shattered.
Yes.
You know, nobody dies on my watch. That person dies.
Okay.
You can't really say that's your pride anymore.
Right.
You know, you've failed at the one really critically important thing that defines your character. So you have to think of something else for your character to latch on to. So that's something you can think about right now.
Jesus.
It doesn't have to be done right now, and it does have in the book options, things that you can pick, like pre-written ones. If
Okay.
you can't think of anything.
Oh, right. Over here.
I was gonna say I can't find it in here.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't read very well, so
Oh.
don't. You know, I'm like literally.
It should be.
I looked it up under index, and it's on page 34 and 50.
Okay.
34 just seems like it's a pretty brief definition, but it does have some selections. Like you can look at the.
Yeah, once per game session, you can use your pride when you have failed a skill roll. Oh, it's when you have failed. Okay, so that's what it is. So if you have failed a skill roll, you can add that 1d12.
Fail is just no sixes.
Yeah, when you use your pride, roll a d12 and add the result to your roll. You can activate your pride no matter whether you've pushed the roll or not. Okay, cool. But you cannot push the roll after using your pride. So that's what it is. So you can use it at the end or after a roll, but you can't do both.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
If you fail despite using your pride, you must erase your pride. You must play a whole game session without pride. Then you can choose a new one. Read more about pride in Chapter 2. Where the fuck is Chapter 2?
Page 50.
I'm on page 50.
Page 34.
That doesn't make any sense.
What chapter are you on now?
I don't know.
If you're on chapter 5, then it does make sense.
I'm on chapter 3.
So page 34 might be chapter 2.
Why make me go backwards?
Enjoying that. Thank you, Sean.
I couldn't help it. But I don't think there's anything there. And again, this is all I saw that might have given me the.
There's one example. It says Josie decides her sorcerer's pride will be nothing scares me as I have seen the world behind the veil. So it's whatever
Nothing
you.
in there.
It's whatever. It's just a concept that is important to your character, something that you can define.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah. So you can figure that out on your own time, whatever your pride is for your character.
Own time.
Because it's something to think about. It's one of those things where it's like more of a role play thing than anything.
Is it like what drives you? That's
yeah,
Sort of.
roughly
yeah.
what it
Yeah.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
like a situational thing, like or like if your character is like obsessed with like treasure and you need to like succeed on like a dexterity check to get it, and you can be like, oh well, my character's like obsessed with treasure, like they're gonna be super zoned into this, so I think they would get like a bonus to this role.
I think this is where my halfling, something that she inherited from her goblin parents, was just like,
Are we still your goblin parents?
I don't know. You guys can decide that. I think it would be hysterical. But
My two dads.
yeah, right? I think it's great. So great. But with her and the whole backpack of many things, and being a pack rat, and all of that, I'm thinking that that's stuff that she inherited from her goblin side, just the need to hoard and keep all of the shiny things
Yeah,
and all of that.
we love shiny things.
So her pride could just be like always having the coolest knickknack. I don't know. That's not very good pride. Shit. Sounded good in my head.
Okay, so you're a peddler, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are. There we go. Dark secret. You can choose one option below or create your own. You owe silver to a powerful individual. A lot of silver. You conned a Rust brother, and now they are bent on revenge. We'll get into the Rust brothers, like a religious cult, essentially. They traveled the mist before the mist lifted.
Okay.
Nice.
You don't trust anyone and think they all want to take your silver. It's just ideas, you know. So
Okay.
dark secrets that can affect your play style or like your relationship. And what were you?
Fighter.
Fighter.
No, rogue. Sorry, rogue. Definitely rogue.
Mm.
Shit. Was I rogue?
Yeah, I think you picked rogue.
I thought
Yeah.
you went rogue.
Yeah, I went rogue and then I got heavy on the fighter stuff. So like, I'm a fighter rogue.
Okay.
I'm a frog.
You
You're rogue.
compulsively steal valuables you catch sight of.
Or a writer.
Oh shit, I'm fucking klepto.
Once you stole something valuable from a Rust brother, and now they seek revenge. A lot of Rust brother stuff in here. Your purse is often empty, for you spend it as swiftly as you obtain it.
That's accurate.
that one's just us.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. And then for something like a hunter, what if it has something about the Rust brothers and the hunters? Guarantee it does. You feel uncomfortable among other people and prefer to be alone. The old wound from the claw of a demonic beast has never fully healed. Ooh,
Jeez.
that's Robbie.
Yeah, right?
You left a wounded friend to die in the woods to save yourself.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a dark one.
that is a dark one.
No Rust brothers though.
I think he's got an old wound that won't heal. Could
Yeah.
it just be like a bad knee, or does it have to be like?
It's whatever Robbie wants it to be.
Okay.
I'm sure it will not be exactly what it says.
It's got a bunion.
You're right.
My scapula. So that's an example of dark secrets, and you can pick whatever you want your dark secret to be. But there are examples in the book to make it easier for you if you really don't care that much, or you just want to like.
I mean,
role
how
play.
dark does the dark secret need to be?
It doesn't have to be that dark. Like
Yeah.
like yours was like you don't really trust people. Like you're like I think given the chance, like you would just like hold on to your money very carefully.
Yeah, I
know?
put down that I believe everyone wants what's in my bag, and I absolutely hate to put my bag down.
That's fine.
That's good enough. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not super inspired.
I think it's more for role play.
Yeah.
And some of it can lead into character development, and some of it's more just for like actual role play.
Just some
for,
color, yeah.
I
like
have a third nipple.
that is it dark?
Maybe.
It's
It's
secret.
my dark secret is that it's just a really black nipple.
Either
in the center
that,
of my
or
chest.
it's
It's a
like
mole, man.
either that,
That's why I lactate from it.
or it's like super like bright.
Like,
Like if you're a green goblin, it's just like lime green,
Lime
and the
green.
rest of your body is like
It's
a
like
super dark green.
Bubblegum pink.
Yes.
You know?
There it is. That's the one.
Have a bubblegum
Pink nipple.
nibbles.
both of them. So I just have two,
But it's in
they're
the
just...
middle of your back.
Oh, wait, what?
Backwards bubblegum pink nipples that lactate.
Bubblegum pink nipples
That lactate.
We are children.
that
Apologize.
Oh god.
Most of the time.
lactate.
Step 9. We're almost
Yes.
done, guys. Step 9 is something you really can't do until you have Robbie. It's just a relationship. We'll talk in the group
okay.
chat about it. It's relationships
Okay.
that you have with people.
Well, I mean, if they're going to be my two dads,
Easy enough.
yeah.
Number 10 is gear. And so,
That sounds like a form fill out table, is it?
yeah, pretty much. You get, and I'm not going to really go into the encumbrance stuff because I don't care about encumbrance. I never have and I never will.
Yeah, I don't count.
Sue
it
me.
either.
I don't care. Even in the crunchiest of games, I don't really care.
No.
So long as your character isn't actively carrying an insane amount of stuff, and generally, I've noticed players.
Yeah,
don't
like
do
you're
that.
not going to be a gnome carrying 400 pounds worth of gear.
Yeah. But we're like, each silver weighs 17 grams, and if you have 1,200 silver, no,
I have a hard enough time keeping track of my
right?
feet.
Okay, so peddler, you get a knife, 3 items of your choice from the list of trade goods. So I'll give you the list.
Okay.
And then you want get 1d12 of silver. So go ahead and roll me a d12. If you
Oh
find
God.
one.
Where's the candy dish?
Where's the candy dish?
Oh, look, D12. 8.
You have 8 silver.
Wow.
And then resources, you
So do you want
start
a
with.
D12? There you go.
I don't know if he gets a d12. He might get a different.
Oh,
Because you're a peddler,
no.
so he might not get it. He might get like a d6. You also get a d8 of food and a d8 of water to start off with.
D8 food, D8
What?
water.
Water.
Water. That's a 3.
3 food.
3 food. That's 3 water.
All right.
Do I roll for arrows and torches too?
Fuck that.
Okay. There's a D12 if you need it. If
I
you
will-
get to use
There's
it.
nothing. I will never count arrows. Won't do it.
'Kay.
How many arrows do I have? I don't know, man. I assume you make your own.
You know what's
So,
funny? If
I'm
I'm playing-
assuming at night you're making arrows.
If I'm playing digitally, arrows count. If I'm not, I don't care. Isn't that funny? I think
No,
because
that is-
digitally
yeah.
it's right in
It-
front of you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
And you
I
can
just-
count it to auto countdown.
I just,
Yeah.
I don't care about stuff like that.
No.
I just feel like, and I mean, more power to you. If you want to play this game super crunchy, you can. It's right here. There's plenty of crunch to it, and we're not even getting into the actual mechanics of like building fortresses and stuff because it is an insane level of crunch when it gets into building.
Yeah, you're
Like-
looking at herbs, vegetables, fish, meat, grain, flour, leather, cloth, wool.
some stuff for rogue.
You get what I tell you, bitch. No,
Tell me then.
Lay it on me.
Your caveman over here
Yes.
Yeah.
gets
Fucking
a
caveman.
gets a dagger, 2 items of your choice from the list of trade goods.
Does dagger go in the gear? Or does that go under your weapons?
I think it's going under your weapons.
Okay.
So we'll get your 2 items of choice from the list of trade goods in a second. Just remember, you have 2. You get 2 of them. You get a D10 of silver.
Is it-
D10. Yeah, we have those in a different spot over here. Oh. Yep.
5.
You have 5 silver. And then a D6 of food and a D6 of water.
Is there a spot for silver, or just right in your gear?
Is there?
Yeah, I didn't see a spot for it, but I figured I was just
Oh.
not seeing it.
There's this. Does that one? Silver under stockpile?
I see right here under notes, right in this corner. Those
Oh
coins.
shit!
Ah, look at that!
It's a
That's
5,
why
right?
I couldn't see it. I thought it was a doodle.
It is a doodle. It's a noodle and doodle.
It's a doodle.
All right.
All right, and then you get a D6 of food and a D6 of water. So roll me a D6, 2D6.
Water.
Oh, let's do one at a time. Water. Motherfucker.
2 water.
Fuck. That's food? What is
Yeah,
it?
that's food.
I got 1 food.
And then 2 water.
Jesus Christ.
What about Robbie?
Haven't rolled for Robbie yet.
Okay, so we'll get to Robbie in a second.
Yeah.
So
For
I'll
sharing food. 2 dads do that. Hopefully he doesn't roll a fucking
Yeah, you
one.
said you're not hungry, and then you're like, "Hey, what are you eating?"
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it tracks well. It
It
tracks so
does.
well.
That's perfect.
Okay, so gear. Let's see. Gear is page 49, or is it? Fuck, it's not.
Oh dear.
Gear. God,
Dear.
talent.
You know, this is a nice touch on the character sheet with the mount. It actually has a spot for the name of the mount.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice touch.
Horse. Or is that the horse's name?
I have a rabbit named Horse.
Know where the goods table is.
Okay. It's not here, is it?
And you said I had a dagger. But would that, if I'm one of my talents is axe fighter, would then I have an axe
Sure.
and a dagger?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Nice.
Because I'm ambidextrous, and this is going to work out really well.
Ooh.
Slow actions, fast
Pro
action.
talent, formative events. How did you meet? Legend generator. That's going to be fun to play with.
I'm just trying to find the general goods because I feel okay. So here's some gear, but these are all like it's not general goods though, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't have any of the gear for Robbie at all yet, so.
Yeah. Magic mishaps, general spells. Thought I had it there for a second.
I got all excited. Noise.
Oh my god, I do not know.
Maybe it is in here then. Backstory is legend generator, monster generator. Maybe not. I'll be right back.
Well, there's foraging and then hunt, fishing, camp, sea travel, stronghold. That's all this stuff. Wait.
See what this thing says.
Trade goods.
Trade goods.
Let's see.
Yeah. So there's trade goods, another weapons, clothes, vehicles, raw materials. What is that?
Aha! Jesus Christ.
Did you find something?
Yeah. Just page 182. That could have been easier to find, I'll be completely honest.
Is it trade goods is what you're looking for? Or is it more?
Okay, so there's another gear on 179. So there's like 4 places where the word gear shows up in the intent. I found it though.
Okay.
So you're a rogue, right?
Yes.
So you get 2 items of your choice from the trade goods list.
Okay.
So anything out of
Does it start
this.
with chalk? Am I on the right track?
No, it starts with arrows.
Not be current.
Cool. Here. So there's 3 pages.
And I can get how many?
2.
Jesus.
Found it.
Oh, good.
I'll be honest. That was
That was tough.
incredibly annoying to find
Oh.
compared to everything else.
Well, I mean, no system can be completely perfect.
No, but it's at the very back of the book.
Got it. Okay.
And then there's 2 spots where it says gear, but it doesn't tell you where to go to find more
Gear.
information on it.
Mm.
And so it's like page 34 and then page 50 and then page 182 is the actual trade
Chart.
table.
Got it.
It was like a little out of the way.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense where it is because it's around all the fortress stuff. It should be when it first talks about gear. It should probably tell you.
Put it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but oh well. So far, that is the only complaint I've had.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So there's 3 pages of gear. I think you get 3 pieces,
I do. Yes.
Yeah. and then numbers 11 and 12 are just appearance and name, which we'll get to. That's just for your personal character. Other than that, character creation is done.
Nice.
So once we get these tables finished, your characters are good to go. Is that a fucking Twizzler?
It is. Yeah.
Awful, horrendous choice.
I know they're also stale.
How do they get? They're already stale.
Well, because the package is open, so the air got at them.
Twizzlers are like for people that I assume that want to eat charging cables.
Well, see, here's the thing, though.
So I'm going to take a lantern and lamp oil.
Ooh, good call.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
The thing that you're leaving out of the conversation about the Twizzler,
Is that it's edible
Is-
plastic?
no, is the
accurate.
frame of mind that one tends
shit,
to
I
be
did
in
not
when
mean
one
to
would
close
like to
it.
have
Like,
a Twizzler.
I took forever to find that page, and then I just closed it on you. I'm sorry.
No, it's I found it.
Now that we know where it is.
No, not.
I'm done with this.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're done. So
Sorry.
you,
That was
get,
a shit move.
Who do you think you are, me?
so you get 3 out of there. What were you saying about Twizzlers? What's so great about goddamn Twizzlers?
The-
In an altered state of mind, Twizzlers are the tits.
I like red vines myself. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, honestly.
Red vines. Twizzlers to me are a little.
I mean, these are the cherry ones. These aren't the strawberry ones.
You don't like red vines? It's a different
What do you?
feel like it's one or the other.
They're terrible and all like it's so
Even
bad.
Red Vines?
They taste like plastic, bro.
So
like
good. I could eat a whole bucket of those things.
Right?
I
There's a lot of nostalgia attached to that, though.
that's
So.
fair. I mean, I'm not gonna judge too hard because I love Necco wafers, which we've talked about.
We've had that conversation.
Oh fuck, that's what I was gonna pick up. Some Necco wafers
Next time.
next time.
Next week. We'll look forward to that treat.
Mmm.
Dude, my chalky little treats.
Necco wafers and Twizzlers.
Ugh. It's a
The most
geriatric
popular
ward.
table in town.
It's like a nursing home in here.
Yeah. Serve some
Plus,
soup.
plus Jello, plus
Yeah,
applesauce.
it is. Jeez.
They're
There's senior citizens in here.
All we need is the big tall cup. That's like a layer of Jello, layer of whipped cream, layer of Jello.
Are you going
what is
to-
it? It's called something.
Are you going to bingo later?
Yeah.
I have bingo on my phone. So far, I've won $2.33.
You can win money?
Yeah. I'll show you later, Sean. You're my speed. You get it.
Why would you want to do that? Sounds awesome.
I want to go to bingo, but my stomach's been upset after that potluck we did.
Car's overheating a lot today.
Honestly, there's supposed to be a really fun one down on Fremont. Bingo.
Oh yeah, is it drag?
I don't know.
There is a drag bingo.
I've heard of that
Yeah.
one.
Actually, we're planning to do it eventually.
Well,
Are you gonna go in drag?
Probably not.
Because I'll go with it. I'll go in drag.
I'm not against it. I'd have to shave in it. Well, I don't have to shave. I guess it's kind of changed. The scene has changed a lot in the last
Yeah,
couple
just
years. So
contour,
probably
Yeah.
not.
contour
You don't
the
have
rest
to.
of your face to be super elegant, and
Yeah.
then just have a really nice beard, like luxurious.
I watch a lot of Drag Race. You don't understand the dilemma that I would be sitting in front of a mirror for days trying to figure out the best face.
the best beat.
Yeah.
Eyebrows glued straight up.
Yeah. I've got tons of that glue too.
I'd
Every
say
time
you
they
could
put it
raid
on, I'm
my
like, "Oh,
closet,
so
but
much
all
of
my
it."
clothes would be too big.
What are you saying? I'm not thick.
You ain't got them hips.
I guess we do have couch cushions. We can-
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
into.
cushion you up.
I'll pad. We got this.
Pad and tuck, boys.
I'm not helping you with that part though.
I got you.
Yeah. Much better.
You just gotta go.
It's really whoa. Your grip. I don't like your grip, sir. Like you
Pop.
really white knuckled that. Like
Pop
that's-
these in.
Did you just invert my nipples? Wait, or is that my testicles?
Those are your testicles.
Okay.
They gotta go inside.
They have to go up.
Yeah, they gotta go in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to explain that to Micah a couple times. And that's an honest. It's a weird conversation.
That is yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause
go,
you have to do a lot of demonstration.
they go up, and then you gotta pull
Yeah.
back.
And she goes, "What do you mean up?"
Lord.
And I'm like, you know,
Up.
up. You gotta
Tell you.
push them in.
Put the eggs back in the nest. You know.
I was afraid to get stuck up there.
Well, I don't even know what I'm looking up anymore. I'm so distracted.
The trade goods. Pick 3.
Trade goods. Pick 3. Okay.
There's 3 pages.
Wait, 3?
No, you get 2.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Wait, is that for the hunter or for the
Peddler.
peddler? Okay,
That's
the
for the
peddler.
You get 3 because you are a merchant essentially.
Right.
Can
Right,
I use my
right.
lamp oil to catch people on fire?
Probably.
Nice.
I'll allow it.
A lantern's a Molotov cocktail. Pretty much what it is.
All right. I'm gonna keep some flint and steel.
So you get 1 flint, 1 steel. That's 2 No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It said stuff on it too. I probably should have took note of that. Something about days and hours.
I don't.
We got 2
We're
days.
playing
of this.
like we're playing like 3.
I probably won't
episodes.
even use the
Yeah.
lantern.
No, you'll probably use it at like
The very
night.
end.
You know.
Throw it.
When you get to like the ruins, you know.
Check. Ruins.
Douse the ruins in oil.
Yeah.
Light it on fire.
So much.
I know.
So
Functions,
what part of this for the storytelling part are you excited about?
The fact that it only requires 10 to 15 minutes of prep time every day.
Oh.
It says so in the beginning. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a very player heavy. And a lot of so it really pushes roleplay.
Right.
So this is a very roleplay heavy. Like your characters should be talking to each other. Your characters should be having discussions on your goals and your aspirations and what it is you're trying to get. If you're looking at a more fully fleshed out campaign, again, if you look at the Fortress stuff and there's like a whole page in your character sheet that's just Fortress,
Yeah.
that's because you have to start gathering resources to build your fortress. You need wood, you need iron, you need bodies, you need bakers, you need guards, you need walls, you need, you need weaponry.
Intense.
I mean, you really you're kind of Minecrafting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're going out, getting resources, coming back, and then building your main base is kind of like the name of the game. There is, I don't know if there's like a big bad. I don't know if there's any modules. I'll have to check out, but like, it's a very sandboxy game essentially. You're just kind of Minecrafting it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. There's really dangerous monsters and stuff out there. There is a lot of lore. There's a lot of history, stuff like that.
Right.
But really, it's just a cool place to like hang out. Is what it feels like,
Yeah. Just
Hang
a
out.
spot where you're safe.
Yeah, and I could see after playing this for like a year, having like a massive fortress and just sitting down and being like, "All right, boys, where are we going today?" And you're like, "Oh, it's going to be like a 2-month journey to get to this, this other part of the map. So we're gonna just, start this trek to this land and then bring everything back."
Right.
So I think that's pretty cool.
8 Robbie gets.
It says right here, yeah.
7 food. Look at him.
Forbidden Lands doesn't demand much preparation from you. There is no predetermined plot. Instead, you and your players create a shared story together with the help of the tools of the game and your own imagination during the course of the game. And then at some point, I believe it said... Death is a part of the story.
So it makes sense for a hunter to have snares.
It says, don't plan too much. Don't devise a grand intrigue for the first session. It will emerge later. Keep an open mind. Prepare for random encounters if you would like. It's very loose. It's very loose.
Interesting. It's funny. I have a hard time running a game like that.
Oh, I know. You're all about modules.
Well, yes and no. Like I think what it comes back to is just trusting myself that I have the information in my head.
Mm-hmm. Here it says, avoid preparing too much. The risk is that your plans may become difficult to adapt to the player's actions. 15 to 30 minutes of preparation is plenty most of the time. Trust the players and the game itself to create action and drama.
Got it.
So that's the part that I'm most excited about. It's very hands-off for a DM. So I'm basically I'm probably gonna give you guys a map to a location, and that's all I'm really giving you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell you you should find a base, like a place to set up like a little camp, and then let you roll with it, And then I'll be rolling encounters and kind of building off of you guys.
Cool.
So it is really just a role play thing. Like if you wanna spend a day or two fishing, that's the game, baby.
Right. Okay.
There's not
Interesting.
if you're like, oh, we're really low on food, maybe we spend a couple of days foraging and really building up our food and water supplies since we're in a good spot right here. And you could do that for a couple of days.
I can go noodling.
You can go noodling.
Dope.
But that's kind of the beauty of this game is that stuff like that is gameplay.
Got it. Typical nicknames for the peddler: Gold Tooth, Silver Smile, and the Honest.
Makes you sound like a pawn shop guy.
Right? That's essentially what I am. Okay. All right. So anything else for Robbie's character? I mean, obviously I have to talk everything through with him to make sure I've made the right choices, but I think he's going to be good with all of those. I tried to do that with Robbie's flavor in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to come up with a pride.
Mm-hmm. And tell him not to make it super it is specific, but if it's a general kind of specific, able to be used more often. But also, again, let them know like if you fail, it's gone. So if it is your character's entire identity, probably a bad idea.
Right. Okay.
Because then your character doesn't have that. And it could be a fun role playing thing, but like just be aware that the consequence of using it and failing is very high.
Right.
So
So like my pride could be I, for whatever reason, am able to find the best water holes, for example. Then that happens in game, and then I completely fail at it. That pride is gone, and I've got to come up with something else.
Mhm. Or if your pride is like you always get the best deals, and you just really fail on like a persuasion check on something, and like then your character is like, well, apparently not,
Right. Got it.
and they don't have to be combat related. They can, maybe other stuff like his pride could be like, I always find a meal,
Right.
and then he doesn't. Well, now you no longer always find a meal,
Right.
so you no longer get that advantage.
Okay, that's interesting. I like it.
So stuff like that, stuff to keep in mind for your little goblin boys and your halfling girls.
You know what? I'm gonna pull this and this to 2, so I can add 2 into spirit. Okay. I have a feeling I'll be printing a new sheet for Robbie, but
Yeah, that's fine, and you can move stuff around now that you've got the base idea. It's not a super difficult character sheet to figure out.
No, it's not really.
It's pretty like there are some crunchy bits, and you can get as crunchy as you would like in it. Like I said, we're not playing that many sessions. There's no really necessity to get super crunchy into it.
Yeah.
However, if you play games where you are all about like crunch, this does offer a lot of crunch and a lot of role play.
right.
Which is pretty cool. I feel like one of the things that is really holds back D&D is that when it gets really crunchy, it holds back a lot of the role playing, in my opinion.
Right.
This kind of has negated that. So you can, like I said, you can role play while being super crunchy. Be like, okay, so we need iron and this and this. Like, well, where do we go for that? So like, let's look at our battle. Like, let's look at our maps and see where we've been that has iron. Like, let's see. Oh, maybe we should go. Well, remember that mine had iron, and plotting that. So it's very more open-ended, and because there's no big bad and like calamity and all that stuff, it does allow you to just really role play characters and build the world that you want to build,
Nice.
which
Okay.
I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And again, we're only going to be playing for a couple of sessions, so and we can come back to it if we really, really enjoy it, obviously. But it seems like a really cool, fun game to kind of let the DM take a bit of a break,
Yeah.
while also allowing the development of like role playing skills through other players.
I should have DM'd this game.
Yes.
15 to 20 minutes, you're good
Yeah.
to go.
Done.
It's really hands off for the DM, but it's also cool because the DM is in control of like a lot of the roll tables and stuff like that. So like it's not like the DM is doing nothing,
Yeah.
But, I mean, on that
I-
note, I think that's
I
about
was going to
everything.
say, I think we're pretty much done.
You still got to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So on that note, we're going to come back to you soon with session 0 with our characters. And like I said, it's going to be a pretty relaxing, hands-off kind of vibe. So tune in and enjoy The Forbidden Lands by Free League Publishing with us. Once again, we're brought to you by Pop Culture Cosmos. And look out soon for Season 3 of Vampires and Vitae, coming out sometime in June, you said?
Yeah. June.
So we'll be posting probably some teasers and some little.
I sent out the first sort of cryptic tweet yesterday. It was a series of emojis that are vaguely cowboy related. So
Okay.
draw whatever conclusion you want.
So we'll be dropping little hints and tweets, and we're gonna try and be more active on our social media and doing more outreach and stuff like that. We're gonna come up with a plan to be more out there in your face. So keep an eye out for all of that good stuff, and we will see you on the other side of the dice. Ooh. No, I don't like that one. I'll see you in a week.